Pow. What's going on, guys? Let me wave to a few of you guys. Hello, Nicholas, Dr. Copro. Looks like El Santo. What's going on, El Santo? Jordan, what's up, what's up? Just gonna give you guys a few more minutes to jump on. I know this was unannounced, but figured I'd give you guys the opportunity to ask some questions. So let's get to it. Ask your questions away. I have a few people that have sent questions already. So we'll go through them. Let's start off here. Ready? Let's go with one of the questions that was sent to me this week. Let's see here. Eric, what's going on, man? All right, guys. So one of the questions that I got asked this week was the following. What if on a 2-set you get IOIs from the obstacle instead of the target? I think this is a common thing that a lot of guys go through where they go into a set, they'll try their material, and someone other than the target ends up giving them more IOIs or gives them more reaction, but not the girl of interest or the target that they had set in mind. So what can be done about this, and what should you do should this happen? Well, let's understand a little bit before why this is happening. Most of the times is that it's going to take a bit more of you being compelling to get the higher value girl in the set, right? Usually the high value girl being the target to most guys, that girl is going to require a little bit more effort for you to kind of walk in and gain everybody's attention, including hers. And remember, we have to win over the group, not just win over the target. So winning over the group, you're going to sometimes have the obstacles give you IOIs. Now, what you can do is automatically disqualify yourself from being a potential suitor and giving a neg or an IOD, an indicator of disinterest, so that the entire group kind of just falls back and lets you talk to them a bit more. The next thing you can do is you can look at the obstacles and kind of situationalize them into places where they're not going to be perceived as somebody that you're into. So for example, if there is an obstacle and I see that she's starting to throw me IOIs, I can say, oh my God, I love you. You're going to be my big sister for tonight. And I'll label her as my big sister so that it sets the context of, I'm not really into you like that, but I do appreciate your company, and I don't mind if you want to protect me against all the other girls in this venue, but you're my big sister. And by doing so, it's going to kind of eliminate anything. Because here's what happens. If I talk to my target and I alienate the friend will walk up, and then the target will feel weirded out by her friend having walked out, or her friend will pull her out, or else split the set. You can't split the set, right? If I talk to the obstacle, the target might think that I'm into the obstacle, and then I can't have that develop the way that I'd like it. So in all, the way that you do it is make sure that when you go into your groups that you are negging your target. Unless you neg the target, there's no way to build tension, and then there's no way for you guys to kind of write the narrative of a boy and a girl meeting, not getting along, and then finally getting along, and getting along so much that you guys are going to align. So that's how I would approach that question. Just make sure that you neg the target and avoid, playing game with everybody. Like, see, the thing is, most guys don't pick a target, so they're always reacting to whoever reacts to them most, as opposed to if you pick a target, it allows you to directionalize where the neg goes, and then it starts building the right narrative with the right person, in this case the target. Feel free to send your questions on through here. I'll be answering them here. Hey, what's going on, Richard? Lucas. Hope everybody is well. Ibra or Ibra, pleasure. What do you think? What is better, messengers or phone calls? Neither. I don't like to do either. I keep text messages to a minimum. Although there are certain things that can be accomplished in text messages, I don't try to game through text. It's more to handle logistics. Phone calls are better because they allow you to convey a better personality. You can hear your voice. However, my go-to thing is FaceTime. Very quickly, I will go on FaceTime with the girl after getting her number just so that it establishes some normalcy between communication between her and I. But more importantly, it allows her to see my personality and see how I convey myself without it being text. Text can get a little tricky if you don't know how to exactly convey the message that you want to convey through text. Can kind of mess some guys up along the way. So I teach a texting seminar that is very awesome, and we kind of go over the do's and don'ts of what you should do and shouldn't do through text, and how to make it work for you, and how to maximize your time in doing so that you get the best results. But aside from that, keep texting and phone calls to a minimum. You're better off FaceTiming, and not just, FaceTiming her like this, but setting her down somewhere on a desk and then being able to walk around and do your day and say, hey, hold on a sec, I gotta fold some clothes, but let me put you down for a bit. Here, I'm gonna put a song on. Tell me what you think. Whatever the case may be, that's gonna work a lot better than trying to get her on the phone and game on the phone. Let's see here. I can't woo a high value girl. Yeah, most likely it's because there's a skill set that's not there. But what one man can learn, another man can learn. So hey, Ibra. Yeah, Mystery is literally in our living room. He's enjoying his time off. We just got off of boot camp. So we're kind of taking the week a little bit slow, going back into the normalcy of things. But this weekend we'll be out again. Baxter gets here tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna definitely be out this weekend. So no excuses for anybody else that's not getting out of the house, I think that now more than ever, I'm enjoying the process of being in a new city. We just got to Vegas, going out, trying to meet new people. I do have some connections here from before and people that I know here, but as far as building a social scene, one that, I've built in like other cities that I've lived, I'm still in the process. So just like anyone else that goes to a new city, you start from ground one and we're building. But yeah, Vegas has been fucking awesome, man. We've been out a few nights and we've had some very awesome nights just kind of doing our thing. So definitely make it out here if you guys have never been, or if you haven't done it properly. Coming to Vegas to game is definitely worth doing, I think. Let's see here. Do you have a favorite routine to establish an emotional connection? If you're talking about comfort routines, yes, everybody needs a grounding sequence. Ideally, your grounding sequence is a story that's personalized to you. This is, where you were, where you are, and where you're going. That story is so important. And if you can get good at telling that story at the right time, people will react and girls will find themselves liking you. And in fact, like my comfort routines, I don't personally get into them unless I want to make that girl my girlfriend. Because if I just go out on any given night and just start pulling out my routines and go into comfort and do all that and follow it all the way through, girls will start to like me. And if I don't plan on kind of going somewhere with it, there's no sense in doing that at all. I just rather go out and do A1 to A3, skip the comfort, and by the time I qualify and I see that the girl's into me, I can say, hey, we should get back to our friends, or, oh, I'm gonna get going, but I'm sure I'll run into you sooner rather than later. And just kind of open a new set, as opposed to trying to stick out and trying to get to comfort with every girl if I don't necessarily find her up my league in order for me to want to align with her. So most guys going out and trying to get into comfort and S phases every set that they're going, they're doing it wrong. You should get good at A1 to A3, and then when you need it, have your comfort game and your seduction game on pack, so that you can unlock, so that you can meet the objective of the phases. And if you do so, then you guys will align together and start a sexual relationship that will be beneficial to both of you. So yeah, I would just say do that. Let's see here. For a fat guy, what is your advice for him to pick up women if he has low self-esteem? If the weight is the problem for your self-esteem, then chances are you should probably lose some weight, because that's going to help with your self-esteem. However, I don't think I've met a guy that has had something that's holding him back other than his social skills or lack of conversation. I've met skinny guys, I've met fat guys, poor guys, rich guys, ugly guys, good-looking guys, and the ones that I've met, they get girls. The ones that I met that get girls, they all share one thing in common, is that they're able to talk, have conversations, and convey their personalities. So it's not that, you being a little bit larger or a lot larger is holding you back per se. It's more because you're not able to match or offer something beyond the weight to kind of, get your foot in. And if you're suffering from low confidence, then when you do get into a group, you're not conveying the best self that you can convey. So it's just working a bit against you. But the short answer is for you to start getting out and practicing routines, so that you can rely on something outside of the direct or outside packaging, and get people to find out who you are by conversation. And then from there, people can like you. And if they do like you, it doesn't really matter if you're fat, tall, short, all that nonsense. It's all just semantics when it comes to when a girl's into you. So yeah, man, hope that helps. Best way to join our team? Well, we don't really have a team. We're kind of just a bunch of friends kind of doing our thing. And when we work, Mystery and I work with Mystery and Mystery only. That's the only guy I really work with. Otherwise, I kind of do my own thing, and I have my own programs. I have my dates on the board. I have my own clients. So as far as being part of the team, not really a thing that we do. However, if you want to get on a boot camp, you can check us out, ASKCOLGATE.com. That has all my programs on there. It's got all the dates on there. Pick a program, get a ticket, sign up. I'll see you when I land, and we'll sort it out. You should come to Dubai to pick up. It's like Vegas. I have a program in Dubai this year in November, I believe 1st to the 4th or something. Let's see here. Yeah, November. Hold on one second, guys. My computer just restarted. I had a lot of tabs up, and I haven't charged it. Yeah, it's in November. I think the first week of November is the Dubai one. So, yeah, if you want tickets to that, let me know. There's, I believe, 2 tickets left or 3 tickets left, something like that. But, yeah, I know I have a couple of guys that have already committed. So if you want on, there's still time. It's November, and it's Dubai, so I doubt, a lot of guys are going to want to meet me in Dubai. But if you're there, or if you do want to meet me there, get a ticket. I'll be there. Let's see here. What other questions do we got? Yeah, I'm at the point where I want to make the girl my girlfriend. Well, unless you have skills to match that, when you do get the girl, things are going to be a lot tougher. You're going to be chasing a lot more than you should. So I would say worry about getting the skill set first. Know that you're in skill set development before any other of the phases. And once you get your skill set down, then you go into getting options. Then you go into finding a girlfriend from those options, or a travel partner, and you go from there. But if most guys, like the ones I talk to, are trying to find a girl or trying to find a girlfriend without skills, you're just making the game harder on yourself. So make the game easier. Get skills first. My negs are sometimes taken negatively and I get a weird look. The response to a neg is laughter. If you aren't getting that as a response, then there's two possible things that could be happening. Number one, your delivery is just not conveying that it's playful. It's probably conveying that you're a bit more entitled. It's conveying that you're trying to get one over the girl as opposed to just playground fun. And that could be there. The second reason is that maybe you're not smiling as you're saying the neg. The difference between a smile when you say the neg and when you don't changes the meaning of the neg. So make sure that those two things are looked at, and if those need to be adjusted, there you go, problem solved. Please talk about the cheat sheet. Yes, I've been getting a lot of questions asked about that. I released a Colgate weekly mission this week, and on Monday it said to come up with or review your cheat sheet. A cheat sheet is a guide of routines that you're going to be saying when you go out. Instead of going out and just trying to practice whatever comes to mind, you make sure you write down a cheat sheet that has a stack or two that you're going to practice. And now your stack, there needs to be certain things in it. Number one, there needs to be an opener. There needs to be a stimulator, a neg, a captivator, and a qualifier question. And if you can add some games into that, that'd be great. You come up with that stack, write it all out into bullet, format. I'm gonna run this routine, then go with this routine. And as long as you stick to that stack, you're gonna progressively get better as opposed to just going out there and not really having a game plan. So cheat sheets are just a way for you to kind of get yourself together. You know where you're going. If you lose the set, for example, you can go to the bathroom, look at your cheat sheet, get yourself back together. And then also, if the night is going well and you get lost in a bit of the fun, it keeps you focused as well. So, let's say things are going well, and, the enemy of the best is the good. So let's say things are going good and things can get better. Should you just stick to your game plan? Let's say you got 7 sets and they've all hooked. Well, remember, 12 sets makes it a good night. So by looking at your cheat sheet and saying, shit, I gotta still get this routine off a couple more times, it's gonna force you to open more sets and then meet the objective. So that's the overall concept of the cheat sheet. It's just designed to keep you more organized. Let's see here. You should change your laptop. Yeah, I am aware. Apple's coming out with a new one this year, and they have not done something crazy new to their laptops in the last 2 years. So this one here is going to be the one that they change up a bit. So I was told by somebody on the inside to wait a bit, because although they haven't announced the date yet, definitely comes out this year. So why get a laptop when I've waited this long to get a brand new one, when I can get a spanking brand new one when it comes out? So yeah, it's in my future. Please talk about the best emotions to push are the best for... Carlos, don't know what you mean by that question, man. Please talk about the best emotions to push are the best for seductions. Yeah, man, try to write that question again. Is Mystery coming with you to Dubai? No, Mystery is not coming with me to Dubai. Mystery does not want to travel. He wants to stay in Vegas and have people come to him. So no Dubai in Mystery's future. At least not this year. Come to Turkey, bro. Yep, no Turkey this year either. I think as we move along year by year, I'll add some different places, but I kind of know what my clients are. And honestly, I'd rather give awesome experiences in places that I know can offer the experiences that I'd like to give my clients and my students. So going to a place I've never been, like Turkey, for example, respectfully, and trying to navigate within that to try to give them the experiences that I can do like that in major cities, just seems like harder work for less of a good time. So I stick to the cities that I know guys are at, that guys can fly to easily, and that seems to be working out awesomely. So if you're in Turkey, for example, and you want to meet me, come to England. Come to Italy. I'll be in those places. Get out of your own town. Gaming in your own city can sometimes not work out because you burn your bridges too fast. So, something to consider. Let's see here. What gets a girl hooked? What gets a girl hooked? What gets a girl hooked? That's I guess what you're assuming is how to get a girl to like you. And the easiest way to answer that through a live is to capture the evolutionary attraction switches. Again, how to trigger emotions for seduction, the same question, right? It's making sure that you hit those attraction switches: the pre-selection, leader of men, protector of loved ones, willingness to emote, willingness to walk away, successful risk-taking. Unless those things are coming out as a demonstration in your game through routines or live demonstration, you're not going to get the girl. She's going to have fun with you. She's going to think you're cool. She's going to want to be your friend. But as far as getting the girl attracted to you, it's not going to happen, because those evolutionary attraction spikes is what hits. So make sure that you take the time to hit those. Otherwise, you're just the entertainer guy. You're buying temperature guy. You're the guy that's, going around making girls have fun, but at the end of the night, the girls just aren't into you in that way, because they aren't compelled enough to want to chase you. You haven't done the correct phases. You've gotten to stimulator and stayed on stimulator when you should have captivated and then qualified. So stick to the phases, and if you do so and capture the evolutionary attraction switches, you're most likely going to present your best self, and then the girl's gonna decide whether she wants to align with you or not. And chances are, if you do it correctly, you'll be different than any other guy before you, so she will want to align. And that's that. That's what it is in a nutshell. Give us top 3 tips of the day. I do a Colgate tips as well. So if you want to look at any of the past ones, they're on here on Instagram. Please go ahead and check them out. I will be coming out with a new one tomorrow. Also tomorrow I start a Express online bootcamp, which is exactly like you would get if you came to a bootcamp in person with me, but we're doing it online. So me and the guys that I'm meeting with will be meeting virtually. We're going to take the boot camp, and then they're going to go out and go through the homework that I have for them. And then once they come back the next day, we'll do a debrief. We'll talk it out. We'll make adjustments. They'll go out again on Saturday night, and then Sunday when we come back, we'll do a debrief, and then I'll set them up with a 90-day action game plan so that they can get their skills skyrocketing and getting it fast as opposed to dragging it out. So I literally have, I think, maybe 1 or 2 spots left for that, because I'm not taking a lot of guys, so that we're able to go through and everybody can share their stories. One of the guys has already kind of postponed for next month, so I have two spots available for that still. If you want on, let me know. We do start tomorrow, so I know it's a bit last minute, but if that's of any interest, let me know. Let's get back to this. Give us top 3 tips of the day. Yeah, we read that one. It will be amazing if you can write that down and share. All the stuff that I'm saying, it's you can find it. It's out there. However, the stuff that we're teaching now has been laser focused on getting guys the fastest results possible. A lot of guys are using kind of routines that for these times are a bit outdated. So what we've done successfully is take the stuff that works and shortcut it so that, it doesn't take 7 words when 4 will do. So it can be learned. The Dubai program that I have, let's check. I do believe, let's see here. Dubai, the price for the Dubai boot camp. Let me see here, give me 1 second. That's Colgate. The Dubai program is definitely up there. It's definitely one of the most expensive ones of this year. The only one that I can think of that is more expensive is the Legends program, and that's if we that program is awesome. It's 10 days of just gaming in different styles and all over the gaming all over Vegas, all over LA. So it's gonna be a very, very cool experience. Very excited for that. Honestly, it's literally right after my birthday, so I'm excited to take the trip with the guys and just give them a different experience than any other company that I know is offering. I looked at what everybody was kind of doing. I was like, yeah, no one's offering something like this. So it includes like a private jet. We're flying out from city to game. We're doing all different styles. We're doing lounges, we're doing bars, we're doing nightclubs, we're doing events, we're doing hired guns. We got it all in that program. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there for the guys that are coming. So yeah, definitely if you have any interest in that, sign up quickly, because although this one is in November, this one's gonna sell out fast. I know that for a fact. So as soon as I start putting some advertising on it and start pushing it, because right now it's kind of just like between the clients that I have, we've been kind of just discussing it. Guys have signed up from last year rather, but when I start promoting it heavily, then things are going to pick up. So better to get in on the front end. So to answer the question, the Dubai program is November 1st to the 3rd, and it is 9,995, so 9,995. The Legends one is 14,995, so 15 grand. So 10 grand, 15 grand for both of those. If you guys have any interest, let me know. We'll get it done. Alrighty. Let's see here. What's up, Timo? Blah, blah, blah. All right. Let's answer one more question, and then we'll get out of here. We'll end this one early just because it's late here. Didn't want to not do one this week. I know I missed it yesterday, but I figured, hey, fuck it. Let's get on today. I just got back from dinner with Mystery and a friend of ours. We went for Italian. So we got back, and instead of going in the food coma like I normally do, I decided to get on this live. So let's answer one more question. That's a good one. How long have I known Mystery? 16 years now. I met him 16 years ago. Been coaching. I started coaching for him a year in after I met him. Not even. It was like 6 months after I met him, I started coaching. And then I took some time off to finish school because I was like 15, 14. And then, yeah, I've been his wing for over a decade easily. We've traveled together. We do programs together. Yeah, we've been doing this for a while, for sure. Let's see here. One more question. Why is it important to qualify girls? The reason that you want to qualify girls is because, first of all, it's high value male behavior to do so. Think about if you were a guy that had 1,000 girls in your life right now. 1,000 girls in your life. They're at your house, they're at your job, they're everywhere, they're chasing you down. If you were to meet someone new, wouldn't you quickly ask them questions to see if they were worth investing time in? Wouldn't you ask them questions to see what kind of characteristics they have beyond their looks? Remember, you have 1,000 girls, so you're satisfied. You got a full deck of cards. It's just high value male behavior to do so, and that's why we want to do it. Hey, Arvin, what's going on, buddy? Arvin is a legend in the making. No pun intended. So what you want to do is you want to qualify, because until that point, right, you haven't really had a reason to ask her questions. Remember, you've opened, you've stimulated, and now you've captivated. Only after those things can you then qualify, where it makes sense to. She's earned it. She's earned you asking her a little bit more about her. And then you can reward her for having done so if genuinely she has taken the time to give you a bit more information instead of the on the surface answer like everybody else gets. So that's why I want to qualify. Number one, it's high value male behavior to do so. And number two, it switches the paradigm into a guy chasing a girl to a girl now chasing the guy. She'll feel compelled to chase a bit more because you have demonstrated high value, you've demonstrated that you're fun, you've had a great opener before that. So when you ask her a question, she's gonna want to invest a little bit to show you some characteristics, and that's why we do it. So girls lose interest because you're too high value for them. Some girls do. Not the girls I go to, because the girls I go up to are high value themselves. But certain girls, yeah, if I go up to a girl that's a little bit lower value in as far as perceived value sakes, yeah, she can find herself not connecting or being into me because I'm a bit higher value. Yeah, absolutely. But I don't game girls like that I'm not into. So that doesn't really happen. Okay, guys, this has been awesome. I know this was last minute, but yeah, I'm trying to get myself on a steady track to get these lives done, but it's proving more challenging than not, just because, fuck, man, the life of a PUA is tough. Shit always pops off. So I'm gonna try to stay as committed as possible. Let's try for Wednesday again. But if not Wednesday, I will do once a week for sure. I'll just try to be a little bit more aware of making the announcements so you guys can tune in. Arvin, we have a call this Monday on Skype. So we'll talk about approach anxiety then, okay? For now, just try to brush up on material as best you can and be as prepared as you can. And that's what's going to make you stepping forward and approaching the set a little bit easier to manage, because you'll know what you're working on and you'll know what to say. But we'll tackle that question when we talk on Monday. Alrighty, buddy? Aside from that, guys, keep on the lookout for more information as far as, what we're doing, what I'm doing, how you guys can get involved. AskColgate.com has all the information that you guys might need. Also follow me on here. I have a bunch of cool accounts that I've opened. We got Ask Colgate Quotes, we got Ask Colgate Products, and we got Ask Colgate Missions. Make sure you're doing those missions every week. They definitely help. The guys that are doing them are getting results. I know that for a fact because they send me pictures and they send me field reports and they send me accountability that they're keeping on themselves with the missions. So that's an easy way for you guys to start getting really good at this, is to do those missions every week. And if you do so, your game will definitely improve. Other than that, keep sending me questions. I'll try to answer them to you personally. And then if they're really good, I'll bring them over to the live and share them so that other guys can get the benefit of getting the answers too. But yeah, guys, it's been a pleasure. This one's a quick one. Just wanted to touch base with you all. Appreciate those that tuned in. And I don't even have Facebook up today, just because it's more about today just getting it done for you guys and making sure that I made myself available this week so that you don't have to wait a whole another week in order to ask your questions. Alrighty? Hope you guys enjoyed this. If so, let me know. Send me a DM. Let me know it was useful, and we'll go from there. Alright, guys? Always here to help. Take care. Have a good one. Colgate signing out.